Hello, Blue Justin here, still Justin, still not blue, and it's time for the weekly haul. And I did get what I was waiting for last week finally turn up, but there's a bit of a story behind that one. I'll try to keep it brief and not rant like I want to. And I did get one that's not due out until probably the day you're watching this. I'm recording it a bit early. I got it last Thursday though. So that's one, but I've also got a nice little selection that I've ordered, plus a couple that I ordered in addition to those, because the ones that I ordered turned up with damaged cases, and I told Amazon and they said, here, have a full refund. Oh, and keep the discs anyway. So I decided to use the refunds to buy some more stuff. It's just the way it goes. Okay, right, let's get on with it. Right, first things first, this is what I was waiting for last week. I know Kermit wasn't a fan, judging from his video recently, but this is the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. This is the Zavvi exclusive. No, it isn't the Zavvi exclusive, that's the point. Sorry, my bad. This is the 4K limited edition steelbook. I ordered it from Zavvi, and the short version is it reached the Thursday or Friday. I contacted them on their message chat thing, and they said they'd had trouble getting it in stock. And they get it to me as soon as possible. And the main reason I was annoyed was it was still saying, they hadn't let me know, of course, before this, and it was still saying, oh, we're expecting it to arrive 3 days ago. So ridiculous. So I was just about typing the phrase, right, I'm going to cancel and order it from Amazon, who have it in stock and can get it to me tomorrow, when lo and behold, the Zavvi order of mine switches from processing to dispatched. So it's too late to cancel it now, but at least I know it's on the way, I think to myself. Yeah, so the chap on the other end, on the other end of the typing says, well, at least it's on the way and we'll be with you soon. So I go, yeah, not particularly happy, but you're absolutely right, it's on the way. So I said, well, it better be. And what happened, lo and behold, 2 days later, I go back and check, and I find out that all of a sudden it's gone back into processing. Almost like the person on the other end of the chat had a little button they could press that says, oh yes, it's sent to you, just to get me off the line and keep me sweet for a couple of minutes, and so I don't cancel it. At that point, I cancelled it and went to Amazon and got them to send it to me instead. Just despicable behaviour in my opinion. Unfortunately, Zavvi are still the holders of far too many exclusives on steelbooks for the UK, so I will be having to keeping on using them. I've got no use. Being a big steelbook collector, just to let you know, this is one of those ones with the new sort of plasticky slips that see through. I don't particularly like the way this one's designed. Yes, it means you can take off the title if you want the normal artwork. Unfortunately, if you have the title, you don't get any choice. Like quite a few of these, you have to leave the age rating on. Why don't they do this and put user stickers as well? I don't know. Hopefully one day they'll realise this and combine the two to make the best of both worlds. The other thing I don't like about this one is that because it's got so much of the same art as on the front, you have to, it's only when it's all the way on that it lines up perfectly. So all you have to do is, you probably can't see it on there, but if the front say plastic just separates a little bit away, it just looks like it's got a horrible bad shadow on the picture. The back with the slip-on is like that, and back without is got two tops again. But again, the back, apart from the text on there, the picture's the same, so you have to line up the pictures, and it looks like there's a bit of a shadow on there when it's not lined up. Oh, by the way, I do apologise if this image is a bit dark. It's extremely dark and horrible outside at the moment. I'm recording this a bit later in the day than I normally do as well. Anyway, that was that. And on to the steelbook that I wasn't expecting to arrive until next Monday, i.e. well, when you're watching this today, which is The Howling. This is a Zavvi exclusive, and this time Zavvi got it right and sent it out early rather than horrendously late. Like I said, it arrived last Thursday, and as you can tell by the fact that it's open, I've actually watched it since it arrived, so it's the first time watch for me actually. It's a very nice steelbook, I should quickly show. That's the front, and as you can see, you've got some lovely, it's mostly satin finish, but with some nice spot gloss where the claws are ripping through. The rear is just satin. Nice picture. It's got decent extras, which it's almost impossible to read in this light, I'm afraid. I think it's got deleted scenes, outtakes, and some featurettes. The one thing that is a bit of a letdown, quite a lot of a letdown actually, is the fact that Zavvi had an exclusive steelbook for the Blu-ray, which is also by Studio Canal, who do this one, yet that exclusive steelbook by Studio Canal has an audio commentary on it, which it doesn't say, and I don't believe it is on this release. So why is Studio Canal releasing a Blu-ray with a commentary on it, and then not putting that Blu-ray in with the 4K? So at least there's, or just putting the commentary onto that 4K as an additional soundtrack wouldn't be too difficult, surely. Which is a bit disappointing. But anyway, on to the next one, because I've got a few to get through and I want to be able to see something whilst I'm on this before I keep on finishing. This is an import from the US, because I don't believe it's being announced as being released at all in the UK. I'm not sure of the situation regarding that at all, whether it's at the cinema even. And this is a 4K import for Green Knight, Arthurian Tale. Got lots of very good reviews. Unfortunately, they stuck the certified fresh. It isn't a label, it's actually on the cover, which is a bit tacky. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that one properly. Yeah, it's even on the inner as well, it's not just on the slip. But yeah, that was very expensive to get import, but on the upside, it must have dropped in price between me ordering it and Amazon US sending it, and I did get something like a £4.50 refund for the Amazon price promise thing. So, moving on, we have another US import, and that is the Arrow special release for Legend, early Tom Cruise film with Mia Sara. I can't read out all the extras. and hopefully you can actually read them better than I can. Unfortunately, with the light, it's almost impossible for me at the moment, which is a great shame, and I'm sorry. But it's limited edition. It contains the theatrical American cut and the extended cut. Though the extended cut elements have been partly damaged, this is probably the best restoration that has ever been done on them. It doesn't include, I believe, the European theatrical cut because of rights issues, and that also may be the reason that it doesn't apparently appear to be likely to come out in this country, even though Arrow's normally a UK company. It appears that this might be an Arrow US, which I believe they've done as a separate spin-off company just for the United States. Now that they've realised their products are popular enough out there, they've actually set up a separate company entity. I think this is possibly one of the few that will beautiful cover, by the way, that is going to be out there and not here, which is a great shame, which means I had to again pay out to import it. It's brand new restorations, lots and lots of, as you'd imagine, featurettes, audio commentaries from Ridley Scott, the director. That's on the director's cut. All the different soundtracks, because there's I think it's James Horner. The other one was Tangerine Dream soundtrack. Very, very different styles and approaches. Massively incredible visuals on this. Tim Curry as Darkness is, the makeup and prosthetics is incredible, and they had to overcome all sorts of things like the studio burning down at one point, so it's a miracle that it came out as well as it did. Really, really good, really, really good, well worth a watch. That is Legend. Next one's an import from Germany. I'm not going to go into trying to, well, I'll try it. Der 6. Kontinent, which is at the Earth's core in German. It's the old Dokummerkür, going to the centre of the Earth, discovering prehistoric tribes. Caroline Munro's down there. Well, I think I'd burrow to the centre of the Earth just to rescue her. That sounds a very sensible idea to me. All under the control of the telepathic, mind-controlling bird people. Well, as you do. Yeah, this was relatively well priced, if I recall correctly. So that's yeah, got it from Germany for about a tenner, so that's not bad. And it's in a series called Creature Feature, and it's number 7 of that series. So I'm now considering having a look through to seeing what other ones are in the series and maybe picking those up. That would be quite interesting to collect those, I thought. This one's what I've been thinking about for some time. This is an upgrade from my DVD starring Veronica Lake. This Gun for Hire, rather classic noir, special Blu-ray edition. Can I read it at all? It's new 4K scan, uncompressed LPCM audio. It's got a commentary. It's got this Gun for Hire episode of the Lux Radio Theatre with the voices of Alan Ladd and Joan Blondell. And it's got this Gun for Hire episode of Screen Gold Theatre with the voices of Alan Ladd and Veronica Lake. It's got the trailer as well and a collector's booklet inside. Next up we have one for the Jackie Chan and martial arts fans out there. This is the new Dragons Forever release. Spectacular action. I believe this contains 3 cuts of the movie, the full original, the export cut and the theatrical cut inside for 2 separate countries. So got 3 different cuts there. I believe this is, what else we got? Just open up quickly. Yeah, it's a steel book with a satin finish in a relatively sturdy slip, actually, so that's nice. So looking forward to seeing a bit of Jackie Chan action, busting a high-tech drug ring. Good man. This was the first one of my ones to get some of the case cracked in transport. This is the Odessa file from Indicator, and you'll notice that where it's cracked down at the bottom corner there. So I just let Amazon know, and they said, okay, but you'll have to send the one with the cracked case back, and we'll send you a replacement. And I thought, okay, fair enough. So I was just preparing to send this one back after I made sure the replacement arrived in decent condition. And lo and behold, what did happen was it turned up, and it does seem to be in decent condition, but why isn't it in a clear case like all the Indicator titles should be? My guess is that quite a few of these Indicator titles had damaged cases, maybe at the warehouse, I don't know, and some of them have been sent back, and what's happened is Amazon have gone, right, well, the discs are in decent enough nick, we're just going to put the disc in a new case, regular blue one, put the piece of paper wrap cover into the new case and reseal them and send them out as replacements to the next person who complains. But when I said it's come in a blue case and their Indicator titles come in pale cases, I was lucky enough to get someone who had either been warned this might happen or really did understand that you should have them correctly matching and correctly being sent out, not with sneaky replacement cases. Maybe they realised they'd been caught. So not only did she say, well, keep this one and we'll refund it fully, she also said, you don't have to send this one back either. So now I have 2. So I'm going to use the part of the refund for this to get a pale case to match the correct case, as they said I probably should. Actually not through Amazon because those are a bit expensive. And then I used the rest of the refund to buy something else. This was the other one that came through with a rather damaged case. This was Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Nice little horror movie that Kermit's Ghost picked up. In his recent video, he picked up the HMV Premium. You won't be surprised to hear if you follow Kermit. But it sounded quite interesting, and he tells me it's not too scary for me. So I picked this one up, and it came in this case. Now, this case, I don't know if you can see that, but open it up, or some looks like somebody's run over it. But luckily, it was right along the top, above where the paper was, so the paper didn't actually split. So Amazon turned around and said, keep the disc, keep the paper, don't have to send it back, we'll refund you in full anyway. So I swapped it to this blue case, because I keep a few spares just for this occasion. And so yeah, that's very happy with that. I probably will either be sending my spare of the previous one, was it the Odessa file, when I have the appropriate cases to put them into. I shall either be giving one away as a prize or sending it to Pete Blu-ray Bullet Brit to give away as one of his prizes. So yes, I mean, I got the money to, and I've used them to buy myself some more things. I don't see any reason why I should try to make any keep 2 discs when somebody else out there could appreciate it. It sounds like quite an interesting film, actually. If I can read it, look, it's white on black, so it's readable in this light just about. All about it gives all the information about the extras rather than what it's about. I think it's all it's based on a real story, apparently. There's a Super 8 version in there, which was interesting. The trailer and some publicity material, BFI interview, archival recordings. I think it's Cold War spy type film based on the work by Frederick Forsyth, who I assume he based his work on true real incidents, with names and places changed. Sure, you can look that up if you're interested, and I shall provide more details necessary. Next up is one that I've been looking to get for some while, but now I had a little bit of money on one of those refunds. I used that as an excuse for it to drop below the price point I wanted to pay, and that is Discovery of Witches. This is season 2. It's been holding its value very well for a long time. I think it sits around the came out around the £23 mark. It's slowly dropped over a very long period of time down to about £20 or £21, but I was hoping it would come down even further, but it hasn't. So I put some money towards it from, like I said, from the refund, and got it down to £14, which I found very reasonable. Nice slip on there, and nice 3-disc set from the Sky Original. Looking forward to catching up with that. Quite suitable for the season. And now I also picked up another. This was finally another thing that I didn't realise was out and available. I didn't have to use any refund money on this one. Actually, it does involve a little bit of magic, if you like, so witchcraft, so suits still, and that is the absolutely lovely little story Mannequin. I've been after this for quite some time, but I've been tracking the original release. It's not available in the UK on Blu-ray, never has been. Stupid people. But the German regular Blu-ray has been out of print for quite some time, and goes for something ridiculous around the £40 to £50 mark on eBay, and I like the film. I thought that was just too much over the top. I think there might be a US one, but I think that goes for something similar. So because it's also out of print. So luckily, due to it being mentioned on Big Paulie's Facebook group, this has been reprinted and re-released, but it wasn't picked up by any of my trackers because they were tracking the old EAN barcode whatever release, and they said, oh no, that hasn't come down in price at all. But unfortunately they're not clever enough to say, but they have re-released it with a different barcode, so they have now. And what was this? This is M for Mannequin, yes. And it's out for under £9 now. Absolute bargain in my opinion. Andrew McCarthy from, I think it's Pretty in Pink, and Kim Cattrall, who I think is absolutely gorgeous. And I look forward to rewatching that sometime very, very soon. However, this one is the other one that I used to reduce down the price a little bit, though not that I really needed to after being given some inside info. Closest I could get. Wasn't really insider info, but it was very usefully handed out. And this is the Arrow release, the regular Arrow release, rather than one with the booklets, etc., for Red Scorpion, with Dolph Lundgren as a highly trained Russian killer who goes into, I think it's Africa, yes, African rebel army, and comes across, realizes that all he's been taught was a lie, and turns on his former employees. And you can pretty much guess from that point on, his former employees are not going to fare well in this Arrow release, which means you've got a new transfer to film, uncompressed LPCM 2.0 stereo, introduction to the film by Dolph, UK exclusive audio commentary of the director, which is moderated, some featurettes and interviews all out in bullets where Dolph remembers Red Scorpion. There's music with muscles by the composer, the original trailer, reversible sleeve featuring the original and newly conditioned artwork. Have I got enough time to show you the other side of the sleeve? I think I do. I can get it open quite quickly. Oh, Sharpie, all my sharp things are downstairs, so I'm just going to have to use a pen around the edge to always give you that nice little wraparound thing, but never actually seems to find the end of it to separate it out. Yeah, the artwork on the disc is the same as the new artwork on the front, and the alternative artwork is the original artwork from the film, I believe. I'm just going to slide in so we can show that how that looks in the case. And that's how it is. It's the Arrow release for Red Scorpion. Taught to stalk, trained to kill, programmed to destroy. So yeah, looking forward to watching that one, and a big shout out for pointing me at the order of this release to Movie Mad, who put up on the where you can, on his channel, you can put up little notices. I'm not sure if you have to have a number of subscribers before you can. I think I've tried before and I had problems understanding how you did it, maybe I should try to do it more often if I've seen it's been done now. Movie Mad was pointing out this one had gone down from its regular price, where it was about £10, which is quite good anyway for an Arrow release recently, and it was gone down to £8. And by the time I knocked off how much I'd been refunded from Amazon for some cracked cases, that for me went down to £2.66. Bargain. Yeah. Which leaves just one more, which is Val Kilmer in The Saint. I've heard some quite good things about this one on various YouTube videos where people have picked it up. So I thought, yeah, I'll pick it up too. It was under a fiver, and that wasn't with any reduction. So I think anyone can pick that one up for that same price. So if you're at all interested in that, good price at the moment, just head out and give it a look. And as I said, that's all I have got for this week. Quite a nice little haul. I do have some that are due out on Monday, i.e. day you're watching this, that haven't arrived early, so I'm expecting them very, very soon to be in next week's haul, I hope. Assuming that I don't get treated the same as I did with Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, and there's a huge delay. Who knows what's causing these things at the moment, or what will get through on time and what will be suddenly delayed every 5 minutes. It's very unpredictable with all items at the moment. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you found it useful. And again, I would say I hope you will, if nothing else, take away from this, even if it's just for a small thing like Amazon delivers something in the wrong coloured case. Just have a chat with them. Be polite. Be nice. And quite often they will be, more often than not anyway, I found that they will be cooperative and understand that this isn't, if you're a collector, even small things should be put right by them to keep you sweet as a valued customer. Savvy could learn quite a few things from them. Anyway, like I said, if you liked the video, please hit the like button. Really helps the channel. If you want to be informed of when I have more videos coming out, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I'm working on a couple of unboxings or editing a few at the moment, as well as planning up quite a big one coming up. So I was asked to do quite a while ago. So I hope you'll be looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to actually doing them and getting them out to you. Please keep on enjoying, or in the meantime, all that TV, all the films you're enjoying, and all the other YouTube channels. And again, shout out to Movie Mad for pointing me in the direction of the Red Scorpion. Shout out to the people or persons on Big Paulie's Facebook page and Big Paulie himself for having it there, so that I found out about the re-release of Mannequin at a much, much better price. And thanks to Kermit for pointing me in the direction of Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, even though I got a different edition. And thanks to you all again for watching, and cheers.